Hello and welcome. You're watching India Decides on a night which we are calling the sham in Chennai. There was an expectation that the BCCI's emergency working committee meet would see a dramatic change at the top, but in fact it has ended with N Srinivasan pulling off what many thought was an inconceivable victory. He's actually going to be staying on as president of the BCCI. He will only be stepping aside from the day-to-day working of the BCCI for a month. Jagmohan Dalmia will be carrying out the day-to-day business in his place. There's no clarity on what Mr. Jagmohan Dalmia's exact designation even is tonight. Mr. Srinivasan actually went on to say that he's made an extraordinarily fair offer to step down. I.S. Bindra claims he was the only one who raised the banner of revolt inside that meeting. He said he and Mr. Shirke, the former treasurer, were the only ones who asked Srinivasan to quit. But Mr. Srinivasan claims no one asked him to quit. I.S. Bindra claims that in fact what he calls the Delhi gang of Arun Jaitley, Rajiv Shukla and Anurag Thakur actually saved him, and he believes that that is a crime that is much worse than match fixing. So in the end, it has turned out to be a victory for Mr. N Srinivasan despite the enormous cloud of controversy around him. I spoke exclusively to Mr. Srinivasan a short while ago. In fact, it was the first interview he gave after this entire controversy, and I began by asking him that there are many conflicting versions of what went on inside that meeting. But the big news is that you, Mr. Srinivasan, have managed to survive what has been an almost nationwide demand for you to resign. You are in fact going to be continuing as the president of the board. Isn't that shocking?
We had a meeting of the members, the working committee members, and after discussions, so I announced that I would not discharge my functions till the probe is completed, which for which an independent probe has been completed.
Right.
And in the meanwhile, because the board has to function, we asked the members asked Mr. Dalmia to take care of things. Basically, these are the two things. And we also, all members, requested Mr. Jagdale and Ajay Shirke to kindly reconsider and continue, so that there is continuity. They said that they will come back by tomorrow.
Right, but Mr. Srinivasan, I.S. Bindra told us just a very short while ago that he asked for you to resign in the meeting.
At the meeting, Mr. Bindra did not ask me to resign.
He did not ask you?
He did not say that I should resign.
But did he at least say that you should step aside and not continue as the president of the board?
No, he did not say that.
Okay, because this is the public statement he made when he came out of the meeting.
Maybe, but what I'm trying to tell you is that in the meeting was a very smooth meeting. There was no acrimony. It was members, appreciated the fact that what are the tasks ahead of the BCCI, particularly as far as on cricket is concerned, and this announcement that I made.
Yes.
After all members expressed their views, and then I announced this, it was well received, and then Mr. Dalmia was chosen. That's it.
That's it. Extraordinary, Mr. Srinivasan. It appears as though that the entire meeting, to use I.S. Bindra's words, was rigged, was fixed just to ensure that you continue.
I cannot respond to what expectations you had. I have, I have taken an extraordinarily fair step of saying that I will not discharge my functions till the probe is completed. What else? What have I done wrong? Excuse me.
Okay.
There is no charge against me. The way you are talking as if there is a whole pile of charges were laid against me. Nothing.
But Mr. Srinivasan, the charge against you or not, your own treasurer, Mr. Shirke, felt it was strong enough to resign. So did Sanjay Jagdale. These are steps and these are statements being made by our own office bearers. Mr. Shirke, in fact, told us that this is a step backwards, what has happened today.
I do not want to respond to what Mr. Shirke said, but in the meeting inside, what happened is what I had told you. And the fact that everybody accepted my suggestion that I will not discharge my functions until this probe is over, that everybody accepted. As far as The request was made. It was unanimous to both Shirke and Sanjay Jagdale.
Mr. Srinivasan, when you say you are not going to discharge your day-to-day functions, the fact is that Mr. Bindra is not officially the president. So then how is this going to work? Are you actually going to be the remote control of the cricket board? You will actually be taking all the decisions?
This is an internal matter, how the board arranges itself. Mr. Dalmia is very experienced, and within the framework and rules of the board, this can be managed. That is not an issue.
But is the probe going to be fair? With you still there?
I am not going to discharge my functions. You ask, why should I answer? I'm not there. I think this is an unfair question.
But Mr. Srinivasan, would you at least concede that this is a massive setback to the expectations of the Indian public, that they expected dramatic change?
I don't have to respond to this. It's anticlimax, boom, etc. That is not my. I've just told you what happened, and this is the decision. I think.
And you, Mr. Srinivasan, are actually saying that the decision that you've taken is extraordinarily fair. You honestly expect us to buy that, is it?
I have said whether you call it fair or not fair, that's up to you. You can call it what you want. But
no,
I'm
you
not
think it's fair?
But no, excuse me. Of course it is fair. So, and therefore, we are repeating ourselves now.
But you're saying that not a single person in that meeting challenged you. Not one person asked you to resign. Yes.
I'm not here under imposition by you. Please understand that. I have already communicated. It was a smooth meeting. There was no. That's it. And going on and on. Did X do it? Why do it? I don't think I should be answering that.
Are you at least disappointed that Ajay Shirke has taken a stand that he will not be coming back?
He is my best friend. He said he will let us know tomorrow. So I'll wait until tomorrow.
And Sanjay Jagdale?
Both. The meeting ended saying that they will come back tomorrow.
And what, sir, is Mr. Dalmia's designation then exactly? What is he in the board?
I don't have to go into all that now. The arrangement is there. Mr. Dalmia will take care. Matter ends there.